Hi, Katrina. I'm good. How are you? Still just trying to figure out how to get this stuff set up. Definitely very new to me. I couldn't even figure out how to advertise or put a notice out earlier today that I was going to do this tonight. I was looking at some things, but it wasn't explaining what I wanted. I guess there was a few more things I should have studied on. Thank you. So the other night when I had my surprise live streaming happen to me, I didn't even have anything planned to color. And so this is the picture that I grabbed by Mariola Budek. And I just started coloring her hair. And so I figured I would continue on with her some. Still wondering if I'm going to be able to post on Instagram that I'm streaming, since I couldn't figure out how to post about it earlier on YouTube today. The more I looked it up, all I could find was stuff that was on let's see. I used Prisma, and it was Beige Peach 1085, Mahogany Red 1029, Black Raspberry 1095, and Chestnut 1081. I'm going to look now and see if I can get on my Instagram and post over there. Could get on it. I need to find where it lets me post. I've never posted on Instagram from my laptop before. I could definitely see everything. I just can't find a post button. And I can't jump on my phone real quick because that's what I am recording on. Filming on, recording on. I don't know what the correct thing is. Hi, Mary. Hi, Tanya. I was just over here on my laptop trying to be on my Instagram and try to post on my Instagram that I was live now, because I couldn't figure out how to earlier today post a notice on my YouTube that I was going to stream later tonight. But I can't even figure out the Instagram stuff. I got on my Instagram on the laptop for the first time, but I couldn't find where I could post it. I was just going to post, you know, hey y'all, I'm live right now type of picture image on my Instagram. That's as far as I was going to go. Yeah, I don't think so either, Tanya, because I did not find a button. Like I said, it was the first time. I've never tried to use it not on my phone, so. And of course, I'm using my phone right now, so of course I can't do that. Or maybe I can, and I just don't know enough about it to do so. Hi, Rain. Oh. Tell myself, just breathe. Oh, thank you for subscribing. So I figured since she was what I jumped on and started, I would work on her some more. Well, thank you, Tanya. A couple of us talked about it in Tammy's live stream not long ago, and I know that Angie asked me, and I told her, just her asking me got me all messed up and nervous. But I told her, yeah, I just didn't think it'd be 7. I was thinking 7:38, and no other real reason other than working up the nerve to do it. But here we are. Thank you guys for coming. And so I got, this is my poly case. So I think I'm going to use some greens from that and start the leafy bits and stuff. And I just recently got the Polychromos. It's kind of weird because it's been the last pencil set I've gotten. I started Prismas and then got my Lumi and Pablos, and now I have these. But I started adding combos in my little book. So I'm going to get out May Green 170. Permanent Green Olive 167. This is awkward. I'm left-handed. Whew. Nope. For heaven's sakes. Gotta do it the smart way, huh? Here we go. Chrome Oxide Green 278. And I was so unsure about it. I had pulled the greens I wanted in out of my Prismas. And that's just like I got some skin tones ready pulled together. So I'm thinking those 3. But hi Minerva. Hi, Angie. Just gotta remember, I'm like, oh yeah, what's happening over here in Chatland? And I should probably jump in live chat. That'd be nice, huh? There we go. So today I got a package and I'll show you guys what I got. 2 books. And this is the one that started it all. I saw this book in a coloring book collection. And I'm pretty sure it was Color and Chat with Sammy's. And this was one that I wrote down. I was like, oh, I love that. I don't have hardly any, if any, fairy princessy type books. But when I saw this, I fell in love. So then I went to Mysticartmirrors and was all about getting this book. And then I saw all the rest of them. And I was like, oh. So then I ended up ordering another book. And I have 4 other books by them, and I still hadn't got this. So I finally got this book. And the only reason I did was because I had to order the new one, which is this. A Year of Joy. This is her newest release. And I just, earlier this evening, put up a complete flip of this book on the channel. Love the moths. Of course, her beautiful big lash ladies. So yeah, you'll have to go check out the full flip on this book. But these were my new goodies that came today. Of course, the mailman was late, and I'm pacing the floor like, ugh, we're expecting something, and you're going to run late. Any other time, you'd have been here hours ago. So that happened today. So yeah. Oh, I love Mysticartmirrors. I don't know, it just was different enough to me that I wanted it. But I love this stuff too. So, let's see. I guess I'm going to start with my darkest, the Chrome Oxide Green in the Polychromos. But I need to get some point going. I didn't think to sharpen too. I have to hear my dowel cranking. I'll just do all 3 of them real quick and get it banged out of the way. It's so hard every time I see a new book come out that I want. And it kind of, to weigh it out against all the other books on my list. And a lot of books, like that new Mysticartmirror book, kind of bumps things on my list. I have some things I've been waiting a long time on. I love them coming out with new stuff all the time, but then I'm like, man, I can't catch up. So I did, if you were with me the other night, you can see I got my picture situated. I'm not in that elongated view. I can't think of the word for it. I'm definitely dreading doing her skin. It's something I've still been working on, but like I said the other day, maybe a week ago now or whatever, I messed up a skin I'd been working that I was loving, and I haven't done any since. I have some skin colors pulled in case I get that far. But man, I'm dreading it on my own or with you guys. I'm just dreading the skin. So how's everybody been doing? Everybody enjoying their weekend? We were going to do a cookout tomorrow, or go to one, but all weekend the weather's been rainy and chilly. It's supposed to be hot and sunny. I have a few greens in the holbeins, and I thought about using those, but I didn't. I'm just not getting the... I mean, I have a few colors in the polys, and then the lumies, and then the prismas, because I even have the specific prisma skin set. I thought if that would help me when I very first started to, you know, learn what colors to be going for the most. But I don't know. The whole getting the undertone thing, and I end up too light or too dark and in the wrong tone, like too pinkish, even though I'm not using pinks. So I don't know. It's just something I gotta mess with more, keep on, I guess. I mean, fur is new to me too, but it doesn't make me as anxious as the skin does. Hi, Jamie. Don't like dishes either. Don't like skin, don't like dishes. And the one on her tattoo arm, I've been thinking about that. I'm like, man, do I want to go like black and grays tattoo? Or do I want to put color in it? I've been pondering that. Oop, switch to the May green. Yeah, Angie, I agree. It's a lot easier when it's not such a large area. I have thought about when I print some of these images to size them down because of that too. But then I was like, I didn't want to get too used to it either. Saturday night. It is going on 8 p.m. here. The kids are up in their playroom, chilling out, watching movies. It's mostly what my daughter does in there nowadays. She's a little older now. That's where their TV is, with their DVD player and stuff, because I don't let them have that in their rooms. Husband's upstairs in the family room watching a movie. I hope you guys can't hear. He has to have it on full blast. He's had multiple surgeries on his ears and doesn't hear very well. Drives me crazy. I have trouble with blonde hair. That's the hair I've tried to practice and play with the most, and the one I'm least successful with. It seems like the more oddball colors I seem to do better. When I'm doing a purple hair or a blue hair or something like that, I feel like it turns out better. Bounce into the permanent green olive. Back in the day, I'd be getting ready to go out, getting with our friends. Would be a big cookout weekend and all. But now, since we've had kids and everything, we don't do that much of that. We were going to go to cookout tomorrow. Got canceled because of the weather. So we're probably going to fire the grill up here ourselves. Hi, Beth. Thanks for coming. Thank you for subscribing. I told my husband, I said, well, I'm going to do this live thing tonight, and I don't want to have to cook or worry about anything. So we ate out again. I say again because my nieces spent the night last night, and they wanted to eat Mexican, so we brought that home. So we ended up eating Jocko's tonight, which is a chicken and fish kind of place. It's kind of got the same choices as like a KFC or something, but really good fish. And yeah, I think the fish is better than the chicken there. Still trying to learn what hand position is good. I want to turn my picture as least as possible, but I know I'm a lefty, and so the above view, if I have my hand like this, it's like y'all can't, and I'm like this, and it's kind of weird to me. So I'm trying to figure out how to get in at it right. But yeah, I still can't back to May Green. Still can't decide on that. If I'm going to make the tattoo colored or have it be a black and white style or black and gray style tattoo. And I did think about, man, I talked about bugs a lot the other night. But I thought, like, what else can you do on a stream? Hi, Deb. Thank you. I thought, well, we could do like one of those, some of the tags that I see going around. People make the video tags. And I thought, well, what about something like that? Then I was like, well, we could play a game, so to speak. Not like go fish or nothing, but question game, the never have I ever, or never have I don't know how they say it. There's a game called something like that. So I did write some questions down, and then I had to make a list that was appropriate, so I wrote another list of questions down. Well, I'm pretty new at chatting on live streams, Deb. This is the second time I've done this live stuff, and it took me years to chat in the live chats of other people's streams, though. It actually, so. But everyone I've encountered in somebody's live chats are always, everyone's so nice and welcoming. So yes, any background noises is the hubby watching a movie on blast since he's half deaf. And if you think you hear snoring in the background faintly, then you probably do, because once again, my big dogs are right here with me, behind me. One's in the floor behind me, and one's in a fold-out camp chair behind me, because she's too good to sit on the floor. She prefers chairs. I am in Ohio, Beth. Close to the river, not far out of Kentucky. Leaf. That's probably a leaf back here too. I gotta get dim, guys. Then the flowers themselves, I thought about what color of flowers they was gonna be, but I don't know. I don't like coloring flowers. I don't know why. I struggle coloring flowers, and I don't like picking colors because I don't want to make pink flowers. I don't like pink. I've done blue and purplish flowers, but I don't know. I just don't like coloring flowers. How I miss these leaves. So I'll probably miss some more. Because I'm going to get up on her head here in a minute. Thank you, Deb. I keep telling myself to breathe, and I feel like I'm doing awful. I feel like I'm messing up, shaking. I don't know. It's very strange. I'm happy to finally being able to do it. I mean, I've been needing to get on it and break the ice for a while now, I guess. I gotta bring her down to me some. I could probably bring you guys down to her some. This delay takes me a second to see what it's gonna look like. Let's see if that... Maybe? I gotta remember to color the right stuff here. I like making orange flowers, but I don't really... I'm not really thinking that orange flowers are going to go with or be the look I want. Might just have to be blue, bluish purple. Yes, I did, Mary. I mean, it's okay. It's just like at the bottom of the list for me. It's not probably going to be in my top 5 colors at least. My favorite color is red. Blood red, scarlet red, deep reds. But I've learned I also like a mint color, teals, aquas, mint. Been all about that. I'll use orange more than I use pink. Just like drawn to it wise. I'm not antisocial, but I don't hang out with people a lot, and especially, obviously, like a lot of us, not a whole lot this last year. And honestly, I hang out with my kids more than anything else, and my hubby when he's not working or sleeping. But a lot of time with my kids. I like pink and orange together. I like pink and gray together too, but I like pink and orange together. I was never much of a blue person growing up, but I've grown fond of blue, different blues. Like I was saying, you know, any kind of teal, turquoisey, aqua. I don't know what, I've been drawn to those colors a lot lately. I like in the Pablos that they got the colors, the malachite colors. Yeah, when I think colors now, you know, used to, you may have made a reference to something that, some other object, like you know, that red is just like an apple, or blah 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 blah. And well, now I find myself saying it about pencils, you know, like, oh, I love that color on you, it looks like the light malachite green in the Pablo set. Everything I can refer to some type of pencil color. I really have caught myself doing that more than comparing it to another object in life. The more pencil sets I acquire and the more different color names for tones that I, you know, have in these different sets, I think in terms of pencils. Hi, Sassy Banjo. Weren't you saying earlier today, Sassy, are you Sunshine Dawn? Didn't you get to pick, name one of the colors that the other YouTuber, Color My World, that she's creating? Was that you talking about that earlier? Oh, will you get you some stuff? Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Joining me on my new journey here. Thanks for subscribing, Sassy. I thought it was you. But that's cool. I thought that was neat that you got to help pick a new name for colored pencil. I'll definitely be checking those out when they are released. Oh, you got to pick a name too, Beth? You want to share the names? Y'all can't see nothing. Maybe if I turn it, I could get at it better. Out of your way. Aw. Ladybug, that sounds like a good color. Sounds like a color I'd use on ladybugs and mushroom caps. Thank you, Sassy. Some of these are hard to see which little part goes with what. Normally I'd be leaned way closer down to the picture too. That sounds so bad. I have reader glasses on, but little stuff just don't get along with me. Okay, good night, Beth. These are Polychromos. The hair was done in Prisma. So I'm one of those that I use all my pencils together. I enjoy all of them, so hi Tammy, thank you. Well, I guess if y'all want to, that is. Do y'all want to answer some questions? Or you can just let me answer questions, I guess. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, obviously. I wrote down, and my daughter was like, geez, Mom, I wrote down 39 questions. This is just kind of like, I don't know, basic, simple, common. Some of you might be familiar with some of these questions through whether it's another tag or different like quizzes and stuff that's been passed around the internet forever, it seems. So, first one, have you ever been on a cruise? And for me, no, I have not. Anybody else been on a cruise? I used to think I wanted to go on one. In the last few years, the more I've seen or heard of them, I'm thinking, maybe I don't want to really. It was like it was nice in theory at once, but I think I'm kind of over the desire. Yeah, I've been out on a deep sea fishing boat, Deb, but never like an actual cruise. I know a lot of people that does it regularly, and they love it and have a ball. Okay, what about rode a motorcycle? For me, that's a big yes. I grew up on the back of motorcycles. I've got silent movies of my grandpa from my dad's side racing Harleys off-road in the woods, but they're like official races and stuff. I've got a box of his trophies actually too. My husband, he has a bike also, so I ride with him. I don't drive one, but I ride them. I have to admit, I've always enjoyed riding on a bike. And the louder the better. Okay, what about 8 caviar? And I have once, if you guys are familiar with the show Survivor, when it was in its heyday of popularity, a nursing home that I worked at, it's one of the activities that we did was each of the workers, we partnered up with a resident and, you know, played every day for like a week. We did different challenges and stuff, and the eating stuff was one of the challenges. And eating caviar, chocolate covered ants, and other weird stuff, even sucking on a lemon, that type of stuff was all, because, you know, we had to keep it reasonable and maintainable for the residents as well. But yeah, so I ended up eating caviar in a food challenge in our mock Survivor games. Long answer. And I did not like it. It was, no. Turned my mouth black. But I did it for the game. Ant butts. I ate the chocolate covered ants too. But there's a lot of things I've seen in my life that I won't eat. You know, I mentioned I grew up on a dairy goat hog farm, and, you know, one of my neighbors was a cattle and hog farmers, and the dad over there was always bringing home what they call Rocky Mountain oysters. And he'd make a big pot of those things, and he'd always offer them to us, and it was like, nope, nope, not eating that, not gonna do it. If you guys know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, you might understand why I was not hip to eating that when I was a kid, or even now. But let's see. I was, like I said, I was trying to, you know, ask questions that weren't so basic, but then I wanted to keep it, I didn't want to get too out of hand with my questions. I was coming up with some good ones though. Okay, let's see, I'll mark this off. That one, that one, that one. Been skinny dipping. That's a good one. And for me, yes, I have. even in the ocean. It's a good time. Anybody else been skinny dipping? No, Minerva. If I didn't have kids and I had, if I even had a pool, because I don't have one now, but if I had a pool, didn't have kids at home anymore, had the privacy for it, I probably still would do it again. But I would never now. Yeah, it was a while for me, Angie. Not really rain, but sort of, kind of. When I was a kid, my mom wanted to hunt around and see if we could find a new beach and a beach that wasn't so crowded and all that. So we were going around by our house down in West Palm Beach area to bouncing around different beaches and stuff. And we ended up in another town, and she was like, "Ooh, this looks good." We just started walking and everything, and the next thing I know, she's like, "Oh, nope, wrong beach," and she jerked me around and turned me around. And I just thought, "What? We just got here, Mom. I just saw the sand," but she was seeing something else going on, and so it's kind of like I was there, but no, I've never been to one really rain. Just that little oops when I was a kid that I didn't even know was happening. But yeah, she stumbled upon one with me when I was younger. Oh no, Deb. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna flip over. I got a couple kind of colory ones too. All right, here's one. Bought a coloring book, not realizing that you already owned it. So now you end up with 2 copies. Not that that's a bad thing, but so basically you got so many coloring books that you forgot you had one. Which I have not done. Well, Angie, you might be on your own with this one. I used to write them all down. As I got one, I'd add it to the list, and then I just stopped bothering doing that. But I haven't rebought one by accident. Now, there's a couple books I want to rebuy on purpose, but I haven't yet, just because I love the book so much, like Surreal Fantasy by Ikuko. I'm totally going to buy a second copy of that, and I actually want to buy a second copy of Inky and Ivy and Inky Butterfly. Blah blah blah. I think that's what it's called. But not on purpose. None yet. Okay, so I want to skip to next. What about dreamt of coloring? Like just that you were coloring in general in your dream, or that you had a particular picture you was wanting to work on or something in your mind, you was dreaming about how you was going to do it. So dreamt of a coloring picture or coloring. And I have not dreamt of coloring, at least not yet. Which I'm kind of surprised I haven't, at least in the way of before I started making videos or this whole live stream stuff coming up for me, because usually when I'm anxious about something, I'll dream about it. I like the green with the hair too. So rode a four-wheeler or a quad, whatever you call them, where you are. I think I know somebody that's been four-wheeling in here, maybe. Oh, you know, Deb, I can remember being so tired in high school, falling asleep in class, and like you're sitting there to write notes or whatever, and I would fall asleep in class, and it would be a little scribbly thing where I was trying to still keep notes. But I haven't fallen asleep coloring yet. We used to jump on four-wheelers all the time. Be four-wheeling and jeeping. Slept outside under the stars. Like completely no tent, no nothing, just open and bare out under the stars. And yes, I have. Even when I was a kid, we used to lay out in the backyard after trying to catch a bunch of lightning bugs, and then just lay out under the stars and, you know, look at the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper and watch for shooting stars and that type of thing. So I always loved laying out under the stars. fell asleep in the back of a... Oh, see, there's a leaf. I knew I'd miss another one. In the back of a truck bed before me and my hubby. Mary. They don't hurt you. They might just go passing by you. Okay, here's another one I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Peed your pants as an adult. And I'll say, yeah, I have. I don't even know if I want to get into the story on that. But yeah, it's happened. Okay, I'm not the only one. Thank goodness. I didn't think so, but you know. I have more than once, but I will say that I have because I laughed so hard and it was so hysterical that it did kind of happen. Got a tattoo. And I see, from what I see of people's videos and streams, I know that there are a lot of colorists that actually do have tattoos. I guess the whole art aspect of it. I've got 5 tattoos, Tanya. I got one on my left foot, on the top of my left foot, and I got 2 on the top of my right foot. And then I've got a Daddy's Little Girl Harley Davidson emblem, one on the back of my right shoulder. And then I've got birds and a heart and banner on the back of my left shoulder with my husband's name in it. Which I got the morning I turned 18. That was the first tattoo I got, was my husband's. Name. Which I don't regret. Thankfully. Jumped out of a plane. And that's a big negatory for me. I watched my husband go do it, but I have not. Oh. I'm back. Yeah, my dad didn't understand why my husband did it. He's, you know, the old joke, why would you jump out of a perfectly good airplane? I couldn't do it. He had to jump with a friend and his little brother. I was like, nope. But I love rides. It's just a bit more than a ride, I guess. Like bungee jumped. Have not done that. And back in the day, I used to think I could do that. Used to. Now I think about it like, well, the opportunity never happened. What was I thinking? That was crazy. That would, no, I'd never now. If the opportunity came up, no. Oh no. No fun, Angie. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to one of the more colory ones. Sneezed on a coloring page. So you're sitting there coloring and you sneeze and you just look like, did I ruin it? I have not. And I think a lot of people play a drinking game with this game, kind of a game. So if it, you know, it is Saturday night, and if you are someone who enjoys a nice cold beverage of sorts, feel free to, you know, take a drink whenever you have or have not done something. Both if you would like. Anybody else that doesn't drink, not in the mood, maybe grab you a piece of a chocolate bar or something. Drove a jet ski. See, like I said, I just started writing down a bunch of random things. Well, I think I might go back in and fiddle with some that. Like, yeah, I will. Darken this middle up some. I'll go back back in and just some little parts that I want to add a little more shadow to it. But I still have to figure out what my flower color is going to be. I don't know. I'm just thinking like, oh, what else can I do? There's not a lot going on in the picture, and I'm limited, and it's like that skin is chasing me down. I have drove a jet ski. We used to have a jet ski. And I'd ride with my husband, and he always thought it was fun to dump me off the back of it. Oh, man. I do want to do the skin before other stuff. Some of the flowers and this tattoo, I think I want to do my skin first, but I don't want to do skin. Oh. I really do like the polys. They feel good, and back when I first started years ago, it seemed like everybody had polys or prismas or both, and that was like the main two. And here it is, one of the toward the end pencils that I've gotten, and I say that because I don't I'm attempting that. I'm not going to be buying every single set that exists, and here I am. I'm waiting on the Light Fast. They're backstocked until the 21st of June, so I will have those also. I have about 22 Holbeins. I want the whole set. I'm waiting to eventually get those, and I want the Lyras now. And I'm trying to like, man, I don't need every set. And then I'm like, ooh, those Erosion tins. I like how they are in their little individual books. Maybe I need to get those. But no, I'm going to have the Light Fast. I will eventually have the Holbeins and probably a set of Lyras. And then I feel complete and just kind of like keep up on what I have. But then there are some watercolor pencils I want, and I want the ink tint set, the full set. So yeah, that's still a bunch. But anyway, I'm glad I have the polys, and I like them. Let's see. I don't know if I should ask that one. About done body shots. And that's a yes, I have. I'm thinking the Karen Diash Museum Aquarelles. Tanya. Yes, I've done body shots both ways. That's why I grabbed that. Okay, let's see. Do I do Prisma skins, polys, or Lumis? I'm thinking I'm going to go into Lumis. Well, Lumis and 2 Prismas. Yeah, those are the ones on my list, Tanya. I'm like, if I want to get some, I may as well just go straight for it and have those. And yeah. Thank you, Jamie. I'm trying to keep up on both. but I've not colored for a minute, mostly because I'm stalling on the skin. But I got a Lumi Light Flesh 10%, 542. Dark Flesh 5%, 741. A Prisma Peach 939. A Prisma Light Peach, I don't know, 927. Put that back in there like I don't have to sharpen it. And I guess I'm going to go with Dark Flesh 5% first, which I've got the Dark Flesh 40% out also. But honestly, when they go down, I feel like these two, even though this is a little lighter, I swear when they go down, I feel like they look so similar. I don't think there's much of a difference between the two to use them both. So like, so if you see, oops, yeah, I mean there's difference there, but okay, focus. Doesn't want to focus again. Maybe that's why. But anyway, if you go back, Sassy, and watch my first ever live, that's when I did this hair. I did this whole side of her head. So I kind of did. So where were we? Let's see. Body shots, that's where we were. Okay. Been covered in mud. Oh. So yeah, Dark Flesh, 5%. Go around the edges here. Trying to do a light hand. And at first I started the first strip of hair, Sassy, and I didn't think it was going to turn out the way I wanted it to, or that it was going in the right direction, but then I got a few more sections in and I was like, okay, I feel better about this. So yeah, you can see the hair on that video. It's a, I don't know, what's it been, a day, 2 days now? I don't even know. Not an old one. Oh, fun, Mary. Yeah, I've been in the mud a bunch, that's for sure. We purposely went mudding, and of course four-wheeling, purposely splashing mud up on you, and jeeping, you end up muddy that way too. But then they had a Mud Mania is what they called it. They made this giant, super tall, giant slide, and a whole big mud thing that you army crawled on your belly under these ropes and had to go up and down different things, and it was just for fun, and it was all kids, but my kids didn't want to do it unless I was doing it with them. So me and my kids, we did that for about 3 years in a row until last year. Of course, it was canceled. Don't know if it's going to be this year or not. But it was fun. Boy, we doing that mud mania, we got mud in places I didn't think we could get mud. I mean, you had to duct tape your shoes to yourself, and everything was the event's requirements. I was like, wow. But yeah, it was a lot of mud. I have to tell myself, go light, go light, go light. You can darken it up. I have to fight the heavy-handedness. Sorry. Been parasailing, which that is something I want to do, but I have never done. So it's on my list of to do things. Was it fun, Angie? It looks like it'd be fun. I gotta look at this closer for a second. I feel like it is. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't supposed to be some green here. But I really feel like it's part of her forehead in there. To bitty places. Well, I've looked into it to the point that, you know, I knew that, you know, like me and my husband, we could go up and do it together. And they have multi-person things. So I definitely want to. I feel like it wouldn't be so bad, like, because if something went wrong, I'm gonna crash down into the water, and it's not too terribly high up, so I should still be okay. So it doesn't worry me as much. Yeah, that is a little weird. If you can do that, you think you'd like all kinds of stuff like that. And then, let's see. I feel like I want to do some peach. Some Prisma peach. Spilled your drink on a coloring page. I haven't. Not exactly. I've cracked open a can of pop before, and it kind of like spray and spit out everywhere and hit my coloring page. And my husband has spilled a cup of his sweet tea on my coloring page plus a coloring book all at one time. So that would be another book I'm going to have to buy a second copy of to replace that. I don't doubt that I will eventually, though. I could say spill your drink or spill your brush washing jar or cup, whatever you use to swish your paintbrushes in. I guess that could count too if you've spilt your paint swisher. Paint water. Dog spinning circles in her camp chair. Oh, so does my husband. Days he's home, he can drink a whole gallon of sweet tea to himself. I make it a gallon at a time for him. He likes it way too sweet for me, so I leave his tea alone and I drink my green tea with citrus. Stayed up all night coloring. And I guess I have done that. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for coming. Sitting here praying I don't jack her skin up and kind of asking questions from lists I made of a kind of a have you ever game that we're all kind of playing, I guess. For some random fun. So the last question, Kelly, was, have you ever stayed up all night coloring? Uh-oh. I hear the hubby calling the children. I think I've went at it in the evening and stayed going on till like 6 or so in the morning. So I finally did call it quits and go to bed, but I guess that counts as all night, even though I didn't continue to stay up. I have, but no. Not coloring, but I've been up all night like that. Thank you. Been super scared of my skin. Now I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to use my light peach. But I need to have... Yeah, I was thinking it might count, Kelly. I need... Is it in here? I want my cream. No. Oh, it is out already. Okay. Polychromos cream. 103 or ivory, I'm sorry. Okay, well, we know the answer to this, Angie. Been on a roller coaster? And for me, absolutely. I love rides. I love roller coasters. Our local theme park, I went to quite often. Several summers we would have passes when the kids both got to a good age for it, to where we could really go a bunch and ride everything I could. Go to the state fair, ride whatever. They've got, last year was supposed to be the big year for it. Opening up was the our first ever in our area Giga Coaster. And apparently that's a big deal. And of course they didn't get to open like they thought, but it's there and I have not been to ride it yet. Grew up, my very, very favorite roller coaster is called the Beast. And it's, you can Google it or you can YouTube it and you can see videos of riding the Beast and stuff. It's a big giant wooden roller coaster that's pretty well known with coaster people. And that's my favorite. I've got a Beast hoodie that I wear all the time. It's awful. I'm going to go some peach. Oh boy. Yes, love log rides, Angie. Done karaoke. And I have not done official karaoke. Will I sing along with my music at home? And I especially sing with my parrots and get them going just because they enjoy it and they'll dance and all that kind of stuff for me. Yeah, but have I picked up a microphone and sang at a karaoke bar or karaoke party or anything like that? Yeah, we've got friends that do karaoke parties at their house. Oh boy. No, I'm not the one. I'll jam out at home. played a sport on a team, and I have. I mean, I've done it just for fun, like all the time. We get together with our friends and stuff and always have backyard barbecues, and softball games be going on, and cornhole games, and volleyball games. We did a lot of volleyball games. Apparently they're sending my little dog just got sent down here to me. Yeah, in school I played on a school volleyball team. I was a cheerleader too, but I enjoyed playing volleyball more. Got a long way to go to get the skin where I want it, that's for sure. Okay, we asked about a book, but what about a supply? That you bought us some type of coloring art supply, medium, and forgot you already owned it. You know, something you didn't need to replace. I have done that. That was with my gold Pentel Touch gold metallic paint marker paint pen thing. And I could probably say that about my white jelly rolls too. And I'm not mad about it, but her eyes are closed, which I actually like doing eyes. They don't scare me like skin does. Oh, Lord. That was Penny. Let's see. Been on a big zip line. And for me, this is a yes. We went on a big one down in Cave City, Kentucky area. On a big weekender that we did with some friends of ours. We were really high. You know, the whole zip line tour lasted several hours, and you know, we had to have, there were places to stop and take breaks and everything, because we had to climb ladders and giant trees, and we were high above mountaintops and stuff. And the canopy treetop tour, it was fun though. Liked that a lot. And I started with her face because I thought, well, if I get brave enough and I actually touch her skin, then I can at least do the lips. Because I like doing lips too. Ink. Get darker again with here. Played bingo and won big. You played bingo? I'm a big bingo fan, and I used to go when I was a kid with my grandma. I always thought it was fun. So as soon as I was old enough to legally go and play on my own, I always went whenever I could. And I went every Thursday for several years in a row until it was canceled last year. They haven't opened my place back up yet. But when I was going, I always did pretty good. And I have won big before. Few times I won pretty big. My bingo bag is sitting in my closet with all my daubers and all my little I'm one of those people, I had all them little doodads lined up out in front of me, my little good luck charms, mostly pigs. And yeah, that's what my table looked like. But my bag's all packed up, just sitting in my closet, lonely, waiting to go back to bingo. Thank you, Tanya. Swam in the ocean. I have. Both sides of Florida. Love it. Love the ocean. Love the beach. Love water in general. But the beach is my favorite place ever. Got a body piercing. I could have said this one with the tattoo one earlier, but I wanted to wait. Trying to bounce around different types of stuff. And body piercings are a yes for me. I have, I think, if I remember correctly, I have 19 piercings altogether. Now, 13 of those piercings are between my 2 ears. A couple cartilage piercings and regular piercings, 4 rows up, and then industrial bar piercing on one ear. And then I've got my nose pierced on the side nostril. And I've got my tongue pierced. So yeah, yes to body piercings on my side. And there's others I want to get. Just your ears, Deb? How many times? Like I said, I got 13 different ones in my ears. Once, okay. Did you do it yourself or have it done? I've done twice myself. I have one cartilage from that a friend did. Well, no, actually, I have two cartilage from friends, and then I went to a professional for the others. My dad, I can't believe you want to pay money to have somebody poke holes in you. That's how my husband is, Deb. He absolutely hates needles, and he has a few tattoos too also, and he had one done on his chest that says my name and smoke on it, and it took him multiple attempts to get it done because he didn't like the idea of it. Rode a horse. I have rode a horse. There used to be a place you could go when I was a kid and pay to ride. My dad would take me there randomly. And my friend that I grew up was neighbor to me, the one that had the cattle and hog farm business going on in her world, she always had horses, and I would ride her horses with her and go on weekend horse rides with her and stuff like that. Me and her, we were both into stuff like Grange and all that business. But I've never had my own horse to ride. But yes, I have ridden horses. I hope I'm not boring you all to death. Like I said, I could talk about a ton of things. I could probably have a whole nother night where I talked about bugs and critters. But I was trying not to do that. I was trying to have a little bit of a plan of action in mind and something different to be conversating about. Y'all might be wondering why am I talking about this random stuff. Like I said, I just thought it'd be different, thought it'd be fun. Oh, that'd be great, Deb. Where I live, you can go not too far from my house and you will end up sharing the road with horses, and even some areas not far from here where it'll be the Amish horse and buggies and stuff like that trotting around. So I guess there's definitely a lot of them near my area. I almost feel like she's getting too yellow. I have to bring my light peach back in. Oh, good old DQ. Sharpen my light peach up some. Let's see, so we rode horses. That one. Cried over a piece of art. Like, was so touched or so moved by a piece of art that it made you cry. I'm gonna grab a sip of tea. I've been moved by a lot of art before for a few different reasons. The biggest would be just for the pure beauty of a piece, but I have cried, and it was, to be specific, it was over Karolina Kubikowska. She has two pieces of art. One is an image that I think you can buy as a PDF. And the other was a piece that she did when she was a lot younger. I think, if I remember correctly, she said in her teenage years. Or maybe it was her 20s. And that both the pieces was like a fertility type piece, where there was a womb and all that type of thing. So, and it was just, I don't know, it just, her story that she had when she was talking about that piece, and the image, it just got to me. So yeah, Karolina Kubikowska, a fertility artwork piece. I mean, I wasn't like blubbering and bawling, but tears rolled down my cheeks, yes. roller skated. You know, like, not inline skating, but actual 4 quad-wheeled roller skates. I never did the rollerblading thing, but I grew up roller skating. Every Friday and Saturday night for the biggest chunk of my childhood, I was at the roller skating rink. Me and my friends, that's where we hung out. Through the summer, we'd be at the pool, and whenever, every Friday and Saturday night, we were there. That was like our 2 main spots. That's what they call a rink rat. And then I got my kids into it too. I've got my own skates still. I bought a new pair of skates just about maybe 4 or so years ago for myself. Be out there skating, teaching my kids how to skate. Tried to teach my daughter how to do some shuffle jam moves and stuff that we used to do, and she caused a big injury one night. Yeah, definitely got my skate on. I'd go skating right now. We don't have no place near us no more opened up. At least right now. We had a skate land in our area too back in the day. Not long ago. Just something else has been closed down. Let's see. I hear children. Children and dogs. Let's see, what else do I got? That was my son. Bringing dogs back down to me. Been to a concert. Thanks for being here, Angie. I appreciate it. I know it's late for you. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on. I want to get her face done at least. Or done enough. Hit them lips. Of course, I'm going to continue on with her skin. I might finish her all together off the stream at this point. Throw some color on them flowers and paint this background out black with my black acrylic paint. I might be able to get her wrapped up and collar done. And she can just be in my what I colored for the month of May in the wrap up video. Oh, that's right. I've got my time zones wrong. We went through so many the other day, figuring out where everybody was and what time meant what for everybody. I got so confused. I should make my own list though, write it down. Thank you, and thank you for coming again. I will see you around for sure. See you at the next stream, whoever's it is. Take care. Skipped a day of school. Yeah, I did that. Not a lot. Wasn't a habit. I had a couple times where I played hooky. I don't know. I feel like I gotta work her some more. It would have been high school for me. I had a couple different days that, like I said, I played hooky. I think I'm gonna do her lips. I find the pencils that I was gonna use. So now I'm gonna use, what is it? Black Raspberry 1095, which I used in the hair. And then I'm going to use just Raspberry 1030. And let's see. I use my reds a lot. And as you can see, a lot of them are short. And I literally just keep them this handy to me. I think I might use some of that, maybe a little bit. I trim my paper down. If I take out books, Strathmore mixed media paper, and then I'll cut it down, and I have these little strips, and I keep them in my little organizer thingy to do a little random quick test on, even though I've got a swatch book. Need to sharpen my black raspberry. I'm going to go around the line of her lips, so I definitely want a better point on this one than that. Let's see. Spent the night on a boat. And I have done that houseboat and a pontoon boat. Love a pontoon. That's like my dream toy. My husband's we've had all the four-wheelers, the Jeeps, the boats, the fishing boats, and the jet skis and motorcycles, and we've had all that stuff. And I'm like, the only toy that I want, the big boy kind of toy, is I'm like, I want us to have a pontoon boat. You can do everything on a pontoon. You can sleep, you can swim off of it, fish off of it, you can camp on it, picnic on it. So yeah, I have definitely slept on a boat, slept out all night on the pontoon boat, all night fishing trips. And I have to turn her. Cannot do her lips at that angle. I'm going to try to keep it to where you can see. This might be better. Let's see if this works. Maybe. I'm going to line the lip. Take it through the middle. Yeah, Deb, I think they're so versatile. Just one of them all-around boats kind of thing. I think for a family boat, I mean, you know, them great big gorgeous houseboats those are great and all that, but for something a little more less expensive, pontoons I think are a great option. Because you can get those little portable bath toilets and stuff to go on them if it's going to be that kind of trip for you. You can make it work. Park and go walk up into the woods. Get some of this. Oh, which one is this? I want to say it's permanent red, but I'm not sure. It's past the name. Let me look at my swatch book. So this is my swatch book that I made. Just a hardback sketchbook, and I like to put stickers on it. See, my critter stickers. These are stickers from different packages I've gotten from different artists when I've ordered their coloring books. And then I have my swatches. So, oh, Poppy Red. It's 922 Poppy Red. Is it 922? Yep, 922. So it's a Poppy Red. I'm going to put some of that in the lighter areas. And it's going to get covered up anyway. Get some of that laid in there. And let's see. Looking for more stuff. Did we do the been to a concert? I didn't mark. I stopped marking them off. So now I don't know. But I have been to a concert. I don't remember talking about it. I've seen, sort of kind of saw New Kids on the Block by accident back in the day at an amusement park. I've seen Fall Out Boy at the same amusement park by accident. And I've seen Linkin Park, Athema, Cypress Hill, Poison, Kid Rock, Sheryl Crow, a bunch of ones I can't. Panic at the Disco. I'm trying to think. I know there's been somebody else too, and I can't think. They were all great, but we have a local band called Naked Karate Girls. They do a lot of cover songs and stuff, and they are so good. We enjoy them. We go to a lot of their concerts. And then there's another local-ish popular band that just does cover for AC/DC, and they're pretty much like lookalikes too, and they're really, really good at it. They do the whole thing, the stage walk, all of it. They got it down. And take the kids to go watch them, and they're really, really good. So those were fun concerts. They're not big names everybody knows about, but yeah, they're full-on concerts with a good amount of crowd there. I feel like I got her bottom lip too squared off or something. Try to round her in some. No, it's over there. It's just bothering me. I don't know. Now I gotta replace. Usually, I don't struggle with lips too much. I mean, but of course, doing it like this, I'm going to. Get some of this. I have messed up her mouth. I gotta figure out what kind of eyeshadow she's gonna have on too. I think one of the last ones I have on this list Check. That. Ooh, encountered a ghost. That was on there. And I can say yes, I wholeheartedly believe I have. Definitely had a few experiences with it. Grab a couple grays and a black Lumi that's somewhere handy. Grab the dowel. Sharpen everybody. Nobody else with any ghost stories? I know if Shell was here, she'd have probably quite a few. Ohio Sassy. Okay. Now, I'll play with her eyes. Try not to mess them up. Yeah, I'm on the Ohio side of the river. I'm the closest big town city to me is going to be Cincinnati, but I'm not in Cincinnati, so I'm not too far away from the Ohio River between us and Kentucky. And then I got this Prisma 30% warm gray 1052. I think I'm gonna do some side here. And then the 10% warm gray 1050 in the middle. Kind of pulling both the sides in on it with it. do a lot of colorful eyeshadow. I pretty much stick to this gray, silvery with black, heavy black eyeliners, smoky eye situation. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have done any actual colors before. Well, thank you, Minerva. I know I've added glitter, but I truly cannot think. I don't think I've done any type of colored eyeshadow before. Now, the other eye, and I'm gonna have to turn her like this, y'all. I can't get in on that other angle. A little thicker. Thicker black line on my upper lid with something. Well, I mean, I still do it. I don't do full face makeup as much as I used to. I still do it, and when I do it, I've got my black line on my upper lid, but I used to do it a lot thicker. Still wear eyeliner, mascara quite often, practically every day. There was a time I wouldn't want my husband to see me without any makeup on whatsoever. I'm like, I'd at least have to have my eyes on, is what I call it, which is just the mascara and eyeliner. I'm not like that anymore, but I used to be that way. Oh, broken tip. Yay. A lot of that was because being blonde, my eyelashes, my eyebrows, all that stuff is blonde. And I feel like if I'm not at least wearing a little bit of mascara, you can't tell my eyebrows are there. So, I need some skin color up here. Hi, Melissa. Thank you. I did the hair in my very first ever live stream. So that's posted like just the other day. It's became one of my favorite hair combos that I've been playing with. There's some of her face. Then I have to debate a while if I want to put any kind of blush to her or not, because I usually don't. But I usually like to try to get the rest of the skin done also. And like I said last time, this is where, it was a different picture, but this is where I got the face done and went on down the body, the neck and shoulder area and just jacked it all up and got mad at myself. So I think, should I do some flowers? The flowers around her head? I still don't know what color I want to make the flowers. I mean, I have some pinks out that I could use. I don't know if I want it to be pink. Now I got pinks out, even though I don't like pink. I got them out because they're for an octopus girl that I'm working on. So they're octopus colors in my land right now. I could make them red. See, red is my favorite. Make them red and this rose be red. Or purple. I think I'm leaning toward red or purple. Not sure. I think I should match this rose, the tattoo roses, with those flower colors though. We had talked about oranges too earlier. But we also covered the fact that I'm not good at flowers either, Melissa. Let's see if I wrote down. Did I write down orange flowers at all? Nope. I haven't got to that kind of writing. Writing combos I like down, and combos for skin that I've been using, even whether it turned out right or not, is a new thing for me. But I've been trying to do that because it does make sense. You find something that you like and want to know what did I use, should I ever want to go back to it. Gonna have to play with it and figure it out. So I got the polys. No, I don't like. No. I think that's another reason why I don't use a lot of purples. I don't think I like the purple selection I have. Um, we do some Prisma purples. I always seem to have those out too for some reason. Let's see. Okay, so that is my favorite purple for purple of my pencils is the Prisma Delilah Purple 1009. And then let me get my little scratchy paper to see what I'm feeling here. This is some dark purple, Delilah purple, black grape, lilac, purple, I'm going to leave those out. I think I'm going to go with those three. I got the, I think, Parma purple, lilac, dark purple. And I'm going to get up. Everybody was talking about, if anybody here has hashtags, feel free to put them out there. I've seen a couple that I want to try to partake in. I know that Angela from True Hue channel is doing, I believe, hashtag remembering Marley, if I'm getting that correct. And that was one I wanted to try to participate in. I start seeing so many and I lose track of the ones that I want to try to do. I haven't jumped in any buddy colors yet. I've done a buddy color with my daughter. That's about it. Get some center for the flowers. They'll be oranges. I have that in my Amazon cart right now, Melissa, along with several other things. But yes, I've been wanting to try that Derwent burnisher and blender out myself. You'll have to let me know what you think. in with the Parma Violet 1008. And hopefully, when I get to my lightest color, it'll make it all look okay. Another hashtag I know that's for June coming up. Shell Artie, her channel, she's put out Jane and June hashtag. So basically color in all your Jane F. Hankins pictures, which I'm definitely going to be getting in on that. That is one of my very favorite artists, is Jane F. Hankins. And I have just about every book that she has made, including the PDF books. I'm only missing a couple altogether. But I have both books that she's written. She's written 2 novels also, and I think they're hilarious. I love them. And I've got tote bags and pencil bags and all kinds of Jane F. Hankins goodies. Because, like I said, I really like her a lot. Her stuff just makes me laugh and smile. So I'll definitely be participating in the Shell Artie hashtag for Jane F. Hankins this coming June month. My Lilac 956. And for some of it, I would go even lighter and build my layers up more. But I'm also trying to hurry and actually have some stuff accomplished. And I'm probably going to go in and work. Like I said, I'll be going back in and adding some more darker green shadow parts to the leafy bits that I've done. But it's not horrible. When I do end this, which won't be too much longer from now, I hope that I'll be able to stop the stream, because the very first stream I did, I stopped it and it asked me to, you know, finish and all that, and I did, and thought it was all good. I went back to check things and to see, okay, did it automatically just go onto my channel? Because I'm, like I said, I am completely clueless with a lot of this live streaming stuff. And when I went to check, it said I was still live. And I was like, what? And so I went and looked, and I'm like, yes, I'm still live. But it, you know, it was kind of like in buffering mode or something, and I didn't understand. And I was freaking out, and I was doing all kinds of stuff to try to figure out how to make it stop. And I couldn't. And I was like 4 hours deep. I was in panic mode, y'all. trying to figure out just how to make it stop. And I got a hold of, because it was really late, and which I know was okay hours for her, I was able to get a hold of Amazon Tammy on Instagram, and she helped me out, walked me through a couple different options, and finally we found one that I was able to get it to stop, and I stopped it. But I was, like I said, I was in panic mode over that. Could not make the stream stop. So hopefully I will not have that problem tonight. Ah, there you are. Yep. I was saying hopefully that when I decide to stop this, which probably won't be too much longer, I will be able to. And I was fortunately enough, I was able to get you to help me. Like I said, I have fumbled around with this so much, which, you know, I know everybody's that streams has went through their learning process of it themselves. But all you OG pros out there, you guys should be putting together some help videos on how to stream for colorists. Because I would have loved to have found some decent videos like that before I jumped in. I mean, I'll get it figured out one way or another eventually. But yeah, there's a need for that because there's not no videos like that really. That have colorists specifically in mind for different things associated with streaming that way, this way. Yes, Minerva, they are special. I've been learning that, and I've seen how well they all treat each other and speak to one another in chats. Long before I ever got brave enough to speak out loud in someone's live chat stream. And then once I did, you know, everybody was always welcoming in all the different ones. Which has been nice for me. It's made it all feel much more inviting to get involved and participate. Oops. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to bash you around. I'm going to get me some type of orange going on for some middle bits. maybe these. I don't think I want it to be bright orange. I have never seen Lucifer. Sounds like something I'd like watching, but I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. It's been a while. This is Mineral Orange 1033. And then another orange, 1032, just a little darker. Well, thank you, Deb. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming. Hope you'll come back. And I don't know. I guess this is where she's going. I'm going to be getting off of here myself. But I'll just be finishing her skin. I'm going to finish out her flowers like this, and the ones on her arm here. And her little sheerness here. I think I'm going to make it look sheer. Give it that look. And I might go with a lighter, use my lighter purples. I might do the purple thing down here too, now that I think about it. So I might just make this sheer thingy, the purple, like the flowers. And I just got to decide on her tattoo. But I am going to go ahead and get her finished up. And I will paint the background out black. And have her featured in my what I finished coloring for May video. Which will get done probably like the first couple days, the first week of June. Is when I'll have that video up and done. And don't forget, and if you weren't here in the beginning to hear me say that I got my package today from Mysticartmirrors, and one of those books was this one, her newest book that she just released, the 1 Year of Joy. Ooh. My arm just broke off the table. So this book, I just got it in today, like I said, and I did a flip through video. You can check that out on my channel if you're interested to see a flip through of this book. It is there. And I'm going to finish her up and get her posted. She'll be on Instagram eventually too. So if you don't follow me over there, come follow me. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for coming in, hanging out, answering my goofy questions with me. Just to, like I said, do something different. And Y'all take care. I'll see you around. Until next time. Later, y'all. Bye.